So Vanessa Bryant, Kobe Bryant's wife, is pregnant, and I keep seeing a lot of y'all say, "Oh, she wrong, she disrespectful." Do y'all want her to be stuck on Kobe forever? Like, I'm confused. It's been almost 6 years now since he passed away. Y'all really think she just finna sit there for 6 years and just be stuck on him? Like, it's okay to miss him, it's okay to love him, but like, it's okay to move on. Like, that don't make her disrespectful. She a grown ass woman. She can do whatever the fuck she wanna do. It's not like she cheating on him because he gone. So, like, even though technically they still are married, they not at the same time. I feel like every time someone's spouse like pass away that's like famous, y'all expect them to just be stuck on a person forever. Like, that's not how it works. If somebody else did that wasn't Vanessa Bryant, that wasn't famous, y'all wouldn't say nothing. So I don't know what the fuck y'all sitting here bashing her for on the internet. Like, y'all just come on this app and say anything. What the fuck do you mean she's disrespectful because Kobe Bryant died 6 years ago and now she wants to have another kid? Like, what? She wants to grow a new family? What? I don't see nothing wrong with that. I really don't. If that's what make her happy, then shit, let her do it. Like, she done been through enough. She lost her daughter and her husband all in one day. So she can do what the fuck she wants.
So apparently Kobe Bryant's wife, Vanessa, is pregnant. A lot of people are mad about that and saying like she shouldn't be moving on this fast, but she's the same person who stuck around when Kobe was cheating on her. He was all up in the news. She was talking about leaving. Drake was talking about, she wasn't with me shooting in the gym, putting her all on blast. She's been through everything. So I'm like, look, let this girl move on and do her thing. But the only question I have is, who is it? That's the big one. You can't just go from Kobe Bryant to just anybody, because Kobe Bryant was the man. And whoever this other guy is, I mean, people are going to be coming after him because people don't play about Kobe. His life is in danger. Even the girl who was on trial in that case against Kobe, people try to threaten her and come after her because they like Kobe so much. So this new guy, good luck, man. And it's just like, there's probably somebody who wants to get their get back. The only person I can really think about is probably Scottie Pippen, because everybody done destroyed this man's name. They made music about his wife or his ex-wife is over here getting passed around by everybody. All of his enemies are throwing alley-oops with this girl. I mean, look, Scottie Pippen, his name has been destroyed because of his ex-wife. So maybe he wants to get his get back, but if it's him, oh my God, the content that's gonna come up out of it, because that man is on a mission to bring somebody else down with him. That's the only logical explanation I would have. But let's see.
Y'all, I'm seeing this topic going viral about Vanessa Bryant, Kobe Bryant ex-wife. Y'all know he passed away, rest in peace to him. And this topic is going hella viral right now. Everybody mad because she is pregnant. Y'all, because somebody's widowed doesn't mean they cannot fall in love again, have kids and move on and be able to have a family. I'm pretty sure she has love for him. She will always love him. Just that he's never coming back. Y'all know what death is, right? And she's young. You would want somebody you love, despite how hard it is, to move on and be happy and find love again. Why y'all think it's so weird that she's pregnant? That is so weird. I know the concept of it is so hard to fathom. After your person passing away, you have to move on and be with somebody else. But it's normal to do that, to move on. That's life. You have to move on. People are really weird.
I just know Savannah James wouldn't dare get pregnant by another man. Like, I get it. It's been some years and she followed the code till death do us part. I understand that. I'm not saying she couldn't have had another relationship with another man. It's been 5 years. I get it. But to get pregnant again by a random, and now when you have this baby, it's going to be part of Kobe's legacy that he didn't have any intentions on doing. That's crazy. And I feel that that man preyed on her emotional state. She lost a husband and a daughter in a tragic accident 5 years ago. Like, she wasn't the only one grieving. She has another daughter. Like, how are you going to look at that other daughter's face and be like, yeah, I'm going to have another one by a random, and it's going to be your little brother, little sister? Crazy work. I just know this random dude better not show up to any events that Kobe built. Any of them. Because them other NBA players like Shaq and them, they just going to look at him and be like, dude, really? For real? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Bruh, I'm sitting here trying to wonder, like, Why are y'all mad that Kobe wife Vanessa pregnant? Kobe been dead for 5 years. 5 years! Like, women got needs. Like, y'all expect her to just put her vagina on lock? Like, she's still living. She still got a life to live. Like,
There's a rumor going around that Kobe Bryant's wife, Vanessa Bryant, is pregnant. And a lot of people are saying, oh my God, how could she get pregnant? Why would she do this to Kobe? Kobe left her millions and billions of dollars. Kobe has been dead for some years now. I'm sorry to break it to you. If she is pregnant, so what? But also, this is just a rumor. She hasn't even said that she was pregnant. Y'all are going based off a rumor that was started on Facebook because people saw her getting out the car and she looked a little bloated to me. Didn't even look pregnant. But if she is pregnant, why does it matter? She was loyal to Kobe when he was cheating on her. Cheated on her mad times. I'm not even going to lie. And also, she lost a child. Did we forget that? So if she wants to have another baby, I don't see anything wrong with it. I'm also hearing that her and Kobe froze some embryos. So I'm sure her and Kobe plans to have babies and more babies eventually. So if she uses those, what's the problem? Y'all find an issue with anything. But I really don't even think she's pregnant. So stop starting rumors, okay?
Oh, so allegedly Kobe Bryant wife is pregnant. She been getting negative feedback because y'all talking about she married. Mind y'all, Kobe been passed away 5 years. 5 years. I could see if this man just passed away and she, pregnant. But he been gone for 5 years. 5 whole years at that. I hate every time somebody famous pass away. Y'all think they wife or they husband supposed to just be miserable for the rest of their life. Like, if it was you in a situation, would you just be miserable for the rest of your life? Like, let this lady live her life, because if y'all was put in a situation, she healed from that hurt. Sure, she still miss her husband and her child, but she healed from that hurt. Y'all think motherfuckers don't deserve to be happy. At the end of the day, you only have one life. One life, you only have one life. So I'm sure if it was the other way around, Kobe would have moved on too by this time, because it's been 5 years. Y'all acting like it just happened last year. This man passed away 5 years ago. 5 whole years. So y'all need to stop bullying this girl.
So people are upset that Kobe's wife, widow, is pregnant. I'm confused. I'm a Kobe Bryant fan. I love Kobe Bryant. And, I guess we still feel hurt by it, but it's been 5 years since he's not here anymore with us. And, what y'all want her to do? She got to move on, right? And I know the spotlight of the public is on her, so she's probably doing it privately. But yeah, the woman has to move on. And if I wasn't here and that happened to me, I would want my woman to move on too as well. But I see a lot of backlash. I see a lot of people being upset about it. I think everyone is just still hurt from it. That's what it is. We're still hurt. We love Kobe Bryant. That was our idol. That was my idol. So just seeing her move on, I think it still hurts us. But it's been 5 years, guys. 5 years. Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant, but she has to move on respectfully.
2,948. That's how many days it's been since my husband passed away. And I will tell you this right now. If I were to pop out pregnant, engaged, with a boyfriend, or even a soft launch just saying I'm dating someone, trust me, I would be judged. I tell you this because I want to explain to you guys how judgmental society is when it comes to widows and just trying to get back to some sense of normalcy. So there's a lot of posts going around where people are saying Vanessa Bryant is pregnant, and there's so much discourse behind it. People are talking about like the nerve of her. They can't believe that she did this. Like, she's supposed to be loyal to Kobe. How could she move on with someone else? There are even rumors saying she's dating like a young basketball player. But my question to everyone is, how many days do you guys expect a widow to widow and live life alone? And I'm not even sure if this lady's even pregnant. The way y'all be out here saying things, I don't even know. I don't even believe it until she confirms it or TMZ posts it, because that's pretty much the only thing I really, at this point, even can take like to heart. or even maybe Shade Room, because I feel like Shade Room does pretty good when it comes to like posting things when they know it's true. And I just feel like people, like, if you've never walked a day in the shoes of a widow, and especially a widow with young children, my suggestion would be simply just to shut the fuck up, because there's nothing you could even understand when it comes to what that lady's going through. Because I promise you, the one thing that Vanessa Bryant wants, the one thing that I want, the one thing that every single widow that I can think of that I've met or haven't met or know through social media or know through just the public eye, the one thing they want, they can't have. And that's their partner that's already passed away. There's no amount of time that's going to change that. So if a widow moves on 1 week after their spouse passes away, or 20 years after their spouse passes away, it's never going to be enough time. It's never going to change what's already happened, and no one's going to be happy with it. The only people who need to understand what she's going through is her. She needs to talk to her children and make sure they're okay with whatever life decision she's making. And even that's a sticky situation, because I guarantee you those girls don't want anybody around but their dad. But the reality is he's not going to be there. And I just feel like I have the right to speak on this because I've walked in those shoes. I'm a widow. I know how devastating single life can be. I know how hard it can be wishing you had a person to just bounce off parenting ideas and suggestions for things that you should do, and making sure that every decision you make is okay, and making sure you honor someone that lived their life for their kids. Like, it's super, super hard. So let's just say this. Sorry, I had a phone call. Let's just say this. Let's say she is pregnant. Let's say that she has found someone. Let's say that the heavens above have sent her someone to help not even restore her broken heart, but just give her a sense of hope again. That's okay. Like, you guys are really so judgmental that it's actually just, it's depressing to even think about. Get off of that lady. If Kobe Bryant's wife, Vanessa Bryant, if she has moved on, and I don't even like the word move on, because you move on from something by choice. There's no choice here. I promise you, the day that she received the news that her husband and her child died in a plane accident, there's not a choice. That's life. Life handed her the absolute worst set of circumstances, and she's left her to pick up the pieces. So if in the event that she has found someone that has, and you know what? And I'll tell you something else. I'll go a step further. As a widow, the scariest thing that we can think about when it comes to dating is knowing that there is a chance that we could go through the exact same thing again. And that's not something we're taking lightly. If you have survived being a widow, if you've made it through the first couple of weeks, the first couple of months, the first couple of years without your partner, and you've learned to navigate this dark space of grief, trust me, it's not something we're doing lightly. We realize the price that love costs. We understand that grief is something that could happen. She's not going into any situation just blindly out here just lollygagging and whistling and skipping through life and thinking, oh, everything is great. No, the reality is it's happened before it could happen again. Not that she would ever see this message, because I'm sure my algorithm will never go toward her. But to any widow out there who is struggling with the decision of how to proceed in life after losing their partner, do your best. There's no books out there showing us what's right, what's wrong, telling us what decisions we should make. There's everyone's path is different. The wedding vows say, till death do us part. She's fulfilled her vows. There's nothing else that can be done after your partner is after they pass away. Unfortunately, that's it. Like, there's nothing else. And like Lauren London, like, bless her heart, like, she's made the decision right now she wants to be single, and that's okay. Because as my grief counselor discussed with me, I asked her, how will I know when I'm ready to date? And you know what she told me? You will know you're ready to date when you think your heart can handle grief again. Let that shit sit with you. So if Lauren London never gets to the point where she thinks her heart can handle that type of grief again, that's okay. And if Vanessa Bryant has reached a point where she thinks she possibly could, bless her. I just think y'all need to, like, stop talking on widows and stop talking on women And just stop talking on it at all. You don't know. You're not walking in their shoes. You have no fucking idea what goes on. It is the hardest shit I've ever had to navigate in my life. My daughter just graduated high school. There's so many things that you miss by having a partner pass away that it's just unexplainable. Like, it's just, I just had to say that because I've been watching all these videos, all these think pieces. Y'all got a think piece for everything, but you don't fucking think. Like, get off of her. If she's pregnant, if she has a boyfriend, if she's made the decision to date, good for you, queen. Because nothing makes me happier than seeing a widow or a widower trying again. Because you deserve it. You deserve to find someone that just gives you a couple of seconds of joy, a couple of laughs here and there. Somebody that can hug you and give you that feeling that you've been longing for 8 years. Like, damn, I miss this closeness. I miss this type of hug. I miss this feeling. So I would just like to say to any widows out there that's going through this process, nervous about how to navigate it, not sure when you should move on. And again, I hate the fucking word move on, because what are we moving on from? As if there's an option, because there's not. Keep living, keep climbing, keep trying. You're doing your best. There is no right or wrong way. And the people who really, really love you won't be judging you. And the people who are judging you, who gives a fuck? Because they're not even important in your life. And if they are important in your life, shame on them.
So the streets are saying that Vanessa Bryant, who is Kobe Bryant's widow, is pregnant, right? And before I say anything else, I just want to wish her and her family congratulations. I'm very happy for her. I'm very happy that she's moving on, that she's finding happiness after obviously going through something as devastating as your husband and daughter died in a helicopter crash. I'm glad that all these years later, she finally putting the pieces back together. Now, on to these niggas who I've heard trying to criticize Vanessa Bryant for being knocked up by another man. Y'all got to be some of the sorriest motherfuckers I've ever seen, bro. I shit you not. It would be one thing, right, if this happened 6 months, a year, 2 years after Kobe died. It's been 6 to 7 years, bro. Are y'all seriously sitting here telling me that just because she was married to Kobe Bryant, she's not allowed to move on with her life? She's not allowed to be with somebody else, to have another kid, to be happy? Is that what y'all telling me? I seen somebody say that, Kobe Bryant's legacy rests in her hands and she should die to preserve it. Like, bro, y'all are tripping. I swear to God. In marriage, the vows go something like this: till death do us part. Kobe died. That nigga gone, bro. He been gone since, 2020, 2019? And all this woman has done the entire time from the moment he died is uphold this man's legacy admirably. That's it. That's all she's done. And I'm sure she will continue to do so. But y'all are sitting here telling me that she's not allowed to move on. She's not allowed to have a baby. She's not allowed to be happy simply because she was Kobe's wife. Nah. And I get it. We all love Kobe. Like, I've never cried over celebrities dying or anything bad happening to them. I cried when Kobe died. Like, that's how deep it was for me. But it's been 6 years, bro. This woman is allowed to move on. She's allowed to be happy. And all y'all niggas trying to criticize her because she's Kobe's wife and blah, blah, blah. Y'all are being weird.
People are really upset because of the situation that's going on with Kobe Bryant's wife. For those of you who don't know, Kobe Bryant passed away about 5 years ago in an awful helicopter incident with him and his daughter. So it has been brought to the internet that his wife, or the wife that he left behind, is allegedly pregnant by another man. Now, I did a TikTok earlier and some people had some mixed emotions about it, because of my opinion was the fact that I believe that this amount of time that has passed, all these years, my opinion is that woman should be able to move on with her life, start a whole new relationship, and find love and happiness again. When you lose someone so dear to you like that, it's already catastrophic. But how many years should a person have to go throughout their life before they start to date again? Some people start dating immediately, but they don't let anybody know it, because people tend to make people feel bad. If a woman loses her husband last year and then she starts dating this year, she's afraid that people are going to judge her and say that she's this or she's that, or she didn't really actually genuinely love that person. That's not what that means. What it means is that people pass away all the time. Especially like when you marry, your marriage vow says, till death do us part, guys. Do a lot of you guys understand what that means? when you get married, I know a lot of you guys probably aren't married. Some of you guys are married. Some of you guys have been married. Some of you guys are probably going to get married. But in marriage, it says till death do us part. That means while that person is here on earth, you do right by them. If one of the people passes away in a relationship, it doesn't mean that you have to sit there and rot the rest of your life away because you're afraid of what your friends, your neighbors, your peers, your co-workers are going to say or think about you. You have to be able to move on with your life. So my big question is this right here. Is in you guys' opinion, how long do you guys think that a person should wait after losing their partner? How long do you guys think that they should wait? 6 months? A year? 5 years? 10 years? Me personally, I'm going to say this right here. I think that when a partner passes away, the other partner should move on with their life. I'm going to take this and give you guys a prime example. If you like in your 20s or 30s or 40s, that's very, very young to me. And if you lose a partner at such a young age, you're not supposed to just go the rest of your life without dating or seeing someone again. You should be able to pick those pieces up and move on with your life. You should not be worried about what your neighbors, friends, and co-workers are going to say about you because you know, right to this day, they still talk about Jesus Christ. And Jesus has been gone for a lot of years. So my opinion on this whole Kobe Bryant's wife being pregnant by another guy's situation, I feel like that woman is well within her rights to do what she's doing as a woman. And it's really no one's business what that young lady decides to do with her life, let alone do with her body. Because at the end of the day, no one on these apps or on the internet that's giving their opinions have to take care of Miss Bryant. They don't have to take care of her baby that's in her stomach. They don't have to take care of her other kids. So I think as long as that she's able to make a mature decision, that should be her business. For people to say, oh, that she's wrong for moving on with her life, no, you're wrong for telling her that she's wrong for moving on with her life. Like, how many of y'all guys have lost a loved one? A boyfriend, a girlfriend? Didn't you guys move on with y'all lives? Didn't y'all pick up the pieces and start all over? How many of y'all done lost the car because y'all didn't make them car payments on time? You didn't stop there, did you? You went and bought another car. How many of y'all foreclosed on your house? Y'all didn't stop there, did you? You went and got in another apartment or another house. So I believe that a person should be able to move on with their life. Now, if someone was to ask me what is the exact time frame that a person should have to wait before moving on, I couldn't give you that answer. Some people don't even wait until their significant other is even had a funeral yet, and they are already moving on. So I don't really know what the timeline is, but I'm making this video because I'm gonna ask you guys, what do you guys think the timeline should be if someone loses their significant other, whether it's tragically or they just pass away? What is the proper timeline in you guys' opinion of when that person should start dating again? Thank you. I look forward to your questions and answers.
So now rumors are flying around all over the internet about Vanessa Bryant being pregnant with another child from some, I guess, basketball player, which I'm pretty sure is not true. So I might be going to address the fact that that's not true. But I will talk about the fact that when you're in a position like hers, you're stuck. Like, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, because you can't really like move on because you'll never have the ability to be with somebody greater than Kobe Bryant. I mean, like, because of the way their fairy tale was set up and the way that their life was set up and who he was, how his life ended, you know, his where he stands in the pantheon of all-time greats in LA and all of those things. Like, you can't really be with nobody else. Like, even if she wanted to be with somebody else, I would find it very, very hard for her to be able to move on, understanding that whoever she moves on to, she kind of like that has to be somebody super duper great. He has to be super duper duper, you know, good in the eyes of the public. And also they can't ever break up. Like, he would have to die too. Like, that's the craziest thing when you're dealing with people who have been connected to like greats and you've been looked at like as their queens and stuff like that. The same thing with Lauren London, like with the Nipsey
hustle situation. Like, you can't really move on and be with somebody else. Like, before you got with him, you could kind of do that because, you had, Lil Wayne was with her or whatever. But she kind of like upgrade to somebody who was of a greater stature, who was looked at as more of a respectable guy in terms of, how people view them together, not just him versus Wayne, but just their dynamic together. Like, people like Lauren London and Vanessa Bryant, like, you kind of like can't really move on with somebody else, and you don't want to deal with another guy who's kind of like trying to be with you for being that special woman, but also, any guy that comes with you or comes to you is on a come up. You can't really get better than what you got, so you're kind of stuck being miserable. Because even if you're just trying to be happy and move on, like, you'll never be able to walk away or get away from the connection that you have with somebody that was great that died. Especially if you have kids with them and you guys were looked at as a marquee couple kind of situation. And it's not like y'all broke up and things happened to them after y'all broke up, so you can kind of like have that freedom. Like, that person was taken from you as you were connected to them. A great was taken from you as you were connected to them. And for you to like to move on to somebody else, it's like, I don't think it's fair to women like that. I don't think it's fair to anybody like that. But it's just a weight that you carry with being connected to somebody like that. Like, you're always going to be looked at like you betrayed that person, even though it's your right to kind of like be with somebody else and you continue your life as much as you want. You're never going to be able to live it down, and you're never going to really have a real shot if you come out in public and be like, I'm with this new person and we're having a baby. Especially if you don't marry that person, you have a baby with them. It's just, I think about stuff like that all the time. Like, if you connected to this person, you can't be with somebody else. Like, people are not going to allow it. You're not going to be comfortable in the rest of your life. You kind of like have to be alone and miserable in order to justify your position as the queen of one of the greats. And it's unfortunate, because everybody deserves the right to be happy, even if they did, find themselves with somebody that everybody loved and now that person is gone. You have your right to be happy, but it's going to be a strange situation if you do try to move on as one of those people, because like being a public figure, being in the spotlight, you're never going to get a fair share. You're never going to get a fair shot, and you never know if you could trust the person that you pick, because like I say, it's going to be a come up for them no matter who that person is. They may be, somebody that you really honor and respect and honors and respects you, but it's going to be tough to sell that. And you shouldn't have to, but we know perception is reality. Now, unless it's a person that you've known your whole life, like you grew up with them and, tragedy brought you together, even then that story is going to be hard to swallow. But it's tough, man. Love is a tough thing, especially when it's taken away from you. How do you move on with the connections that you have and understanding that people are always going to judge you based on the great that you lost? You got like stuck in the house, stuck with the idea of having to be just the widow of somebody great, and that's all you could be for the rest of your life in order to satisfy the palate of the people. It's crazy.
If you didn't know, Vanessa Bryant is pregnant, Kobe Bryant's widow. Yes, okay? And it's been 5 years since she lost not only her husband, but also her child. There's a lot of y'all that think that she was never supposed to be happy again. Never allowed to be happy again. Never allowed to move on. It's been 5 years, 60 months to be exact. Was she supposed to be sad and sorrow for the rest of her fucking life? And what's so funny is that so many of y'all men are talking about that 5 years ain't long enough, 5 years isn't this, 5 years ain't that. You would wait 5 years? Yeah, I fucking doubt it. Genuinely, I do. So why should she? She should be allowed to try to move on with her life and rebuild her life and be happy with her life. Do you think that anybody that's lost a spouse just sits for the rest of their life and don't go out trying to fuck with anybody else? It is quite literally until death do us part. It's not like she's cheating on him. She's loyal to him for a long time. Death did them part. Fuck. And I feel like 5 years is enough time to be able to go out and find somebody, that you want to fuck with, and find somebody you want to have a new life with. And y'all are delusional as hell if you think otherwise, truthfully.
So apparently Vanessa Bryant, Kobe Bryant's wife, is pregnant, which y'all are saying she's pregnant with no announcement. But apparently she's pregnant, and that if she actually is pregnant, she's apparently not allowed to be pregnant. Like, why do y'all think that this lady is not allowed to move on? It's been half a decade. Like, this lady is allowed to love again. I'm trying to figure out if y'all want her to be sad or miserable for the rest of her life. Mind you, if she was pregnant, that could be her embryos with his DNA. Like, y'all are tripping. Like, if this is true and she's actually pregnant, y'all do know that a lot of men, they move on the next month, the next year, the next week, the next minute. So really, why does it matter? It's literally been a half of a decade. And again, if she was pregnant, that could be his DNA. Like, hello? Like, I get it. Kobe Bryant was probably an amazing, good father, good person, this and that. But that lady doesn't have to, like, be miserable for the rest of her life. Like, what do y'all not get?
Why y'all make it seem like widows gotta just die lonely and single? Bashing Vanessa Bryant, Kobe Bryant's wife, for being pregnant is just insane to me, because just like, genuinely though, she is a widow. What do y'all expect widows to do? And that's why I never understood the whole, you can't move on if you're a widow, or people who move on or this or they're that, they need to carry on their husband's legacy, this, that, and the third. It's like, okay, my thing is, life keeps going, life keeps moving. Who said that she couldn't heal and she couldn't go ahead and continue to live life? Like, just because his life is over don't mean hers is over. And I don't know, I just feel like y'all would hate me, because truth be told, yes, if I lost the love of my life, I would be distraught, I would be hurt. But it's just like, I just couldn't see myself completely stopping life, completely just not living life anymore, because I lost the love of my life. Like, I don't know. She needs companionship too.
So I see everybody talking about Vanessa Bryant pregnant, and she's wrong for being pregnant and this, that, and the third. What was that lady supposed to do? Baby, give me 1 year and I'm healed. Y'all have to realize that Kobe not coming back. Like, she's not waiting on somebody to get out of prison. She's not waiting on a long lost love to come back. It's not a tainted marriage. The man is gone. And one thing y'all need to understand is life goes on. That lady deserves happiness with the rest of the years that she got left. She didn't taint that man's legacy or nothing. Didn't have him out here looking crazy after he passed or nothing. Let that lady move on with her life in peace. What I don't understand is why, when it comes to women and them moving on, y'all have so many high standards, or the goalpost is always moved. But let that would have been Kobe, who was still here, and Vanessa that was unalive with Gigi. Then it would have been, oh, he waited long enough. I'm proud to see that he's married again. I'm proud to see that he got another baby on the way. He needed that because he probably missing Gigi. Y'all would have came up with anything. Let that lady live. Life is to be lived, honey, and you supposed to live the life that you love and love the life that you live. I'm happy for Vanessa.
Okay, I think it's hilarious that Kobe Bryant balled so good, his fans are mad that Vanessa Bryant got pregnant. They're like, the only ball you can carry is Kobe's. No more carrying balls after you got a ball in your stomach. Oh, no. How could you do this? 5 championships and you carrying another basketball in your stomach? No. Listen, not everybody can be Lauren London. Okay? Whatever Nipsey Hussle did, he must have carried himself with a lot of honor, because Lauren London won't even kiss anybody in the movies and he's gone. Like, as an actress, that's like the hardest thing is like, my husband's around, I don't want to kiss anybody, but he's gone. Like, this is when you can really do your job. And she was like, no, I'm not kissing anybody now that Nipsey's gone at all. I have to carry his legacy on. I was like, but not everybody gets that. Okay, Kobe was in Colorado wilding. All right, I heard stories. He was just on the road doing wild things all the time. So she was like, "I'm jumping on balls. and I'm carrying another ball." Right. But he's so good. His fans are like, "How could you do this to us? How could you trade him for a new man?"
So Vanessa Bryant is allegedly pregnant. Nobody knows, but everybody thinks she's pregnant. And a lot of people are shocked, like, oh my gosh, like, how could she do this to Kobe? And I loved Kobe. But is there something that I don't know and y'all know? Is Kobe coming back or something? Because y'all making it seem like she cheating on this man. Let me just tell y'all something. If you die today, my dog taking a shit. But anyway, if you died today and went to heaven and you ask God, can I check up on my wife to see how she doing? It's gonna sound like a choir in her bedroom, cause she getting clapped. And that's not even the crazy part. Crazy part is, it's your homeboy. What's so bad about moving on? Me personally, I don't think I can move on. I'll probably die if my wife died.
So Vanessa, Kobe's wife, is pregnant. Now keep in mind, this man passed away with his daughter, okay, in an airplane a few years ago. She's a widow, okay? If you know anything about God, when she left that grave site, I don't know, where she buried him at or whatever happened, where she rest in place, she could have went and started dating as soon as she got in that car and drove off. You could look that up. She's a widow, but I'm not saying she should have, but she could have. She's not committing any sins. She's not doing anything wrong. Actually, she did damn good. Because they got some people that don't even wait a week, a month, 2 months, and be on to the next person. So, and she's a very smart woman. So whoever she's pregnant for, believe me, they better have something going on. You think she ain't going to get a prenup? You think she ain't going to cover herself and her children? Everything she built with her husband? This is a very smart, intelligent woman. And life has to go on. And that's one thing about this internet. You can't make everybody happy. People gonna say she wrong. Some people say she right. But in my eyes, she not wrong. And think about this. You go on about your business. You go on and you go on be with the Lord. As a woman or man, you should want that person that you leave here on this earth to be happy. Losing people that you love. She had that was a small baby, right? Little girl, right? And you lost your baby and your husband. 2 people. Let that lady do whatever she have to do to be happy. And if it's bringing another baby in the world and then she got her another man, let her have that. Life goes on. Hugs and love. Y'all be blessed, J-Lo.
Man, how the hell are y'all mad at Kobe Bryant's wife for getting pregnant? What the hell y'all wanted to do? Close that cat forever? Yeah, I know her husband was Kobe Mamba Bryant, gang. Long live that man. But y'all can't expect no one not to move on when their significant other is not here no more. Not my girl though, not my girl. My girl better just jump in that coffin with me when I go. Y'all acting like she got pregnant a year later. That would have been different. If she would have got pregnant a year later, that's different, cause she had to take some time to grieve and then, she jumped back in that field. And somebody sharked her, gang. You can't be mad at that, nigga. Also, y'all gotta remember, we're living in 2025. She could have got Kobe's DNA injected in her, bro. We're in 2025, gang. Y'all need to learn how to leave people alone. Some business is just not your motherfucking business, cuz. Ain't nobody talking about your 5 different baby daddies. But on some serious shit, if your significant other, you ain't gonna fuck around no more, you gonna close your legs. Some of y'all ass can't even stay down with a nigga for a year when a nigga go to jail. I'm just saying, cuz. But hell yeah, y'all comment down below y'all opinion on this shit, you hear me?
This was another thing I wanted to add that I forgot to put in my Vanessa Bryant video about y'all still want to refer to her as Kobe's wife even though she's a widow. Have y'all ever read in the Bible what the Bible itself and what God says and deems so, and that a woman is permitted to marry again after her husband has passed? So if the Bible and God gives Vanessa Bryant clearance after Kobe's death to marry again and to seek somebody out to possibly be happy again, don't y'all think that y'all can overstep what God himself has already said and okayed and cleared, and to think that y'all man's judgment would rank higher than what God deems so? Hopefully Vanessa Bryant is a religious person and knows Jesus and grasps that in totality in case she is moving on like social media has been pushing out there that she has. Again, Vanessa Bryant, get your love, honey.
All right, R.I.P. to my boy Kobe. It's gonna sound insensitive, but R.I.P. to my nigga Kobe, bro. You was a legend, bro. I miss you. It is rumored that Vanessa Bryant is pregnant. Kobe only died 5 years ago. This solidifies it in my mind that I will never wife a bitch ever. Oh, I will never wife a girl ever. I don't want to be disrespectful. And I've seen so many girls defending this, like Vanessa Bryant. I'm not saying she can move on. That's her own life. Like, I don't. But 5 years after being with a nigga like Kobe, 5 years, nigga. That means you got pregnant rumor after. So you've been fucking maybe 4 or 3 years after.
I'm not saying you can't move on, but damn, that's quick. Especially the way the nigga, it was tragic. It was like nigga had cancer. Who knew it was coming? I'm telling you, bro. This really. Once I heard this news, I ain't gonna lie. It sounds bittersweet, but man, I might never even have a wife, bro, or kids. I might not have it, bro. I might just say fuck it, bro. Go solo dolo my whole life, cause I can't deal with that shit, bro. You know what I mean? Tom Brady got cheated on. Tom Brady, the GOAT. GOAT Tom. Tampa Tom got cheated on. So what the fuck? Like, come on, bro. They cheated. They fucking over the best, the GOATs, nigga. If the GOATs can't control their girl, nigga, you think I'm about to? Fuck, bro. I'm good, bro. I'm cool. I'm done getting my heart broken, bro. I'm done searching for love. This shit over with, bro. Fuck it. If I can't get that long, I want that long lasting love. I'll give you an example, bro. My mom and dad haven't been divorced probably like 15 plus years. And she ain't never been with another nigga after. That was her only nigga. Every time that they didn't end off good foot. But every time my dad come back to the crib, he always allowed in the crib. So I seen that type of love growing up. Even though my mom might not have another nigga, but she don't want another nigga. Now that's old school generation. Now this generation, everything fucking cooked. So I'm saying I'll pack my bags, man. I ain't gonna lie, I'm just gonna be working, trying to stack my bread up. My nieces and nephew can have it all, bro. My nieces and nephew can have it all, bro.